Jeremy Oliver here, standing with the great mate Rob Mann, who has made wine in West Australia and pretty well all over the world. He's back doing what he does best, making wine from the Swan Valley as well as Margaret River.
Yeah.
And Robbie, this is your white wine. Tell us what's in this white wine. It's pretty hard to read the back label if you've got eyesight like mine.
I know, we don't make it that easy, but my family's been growing and making wine in the Swan Valley in Western Australia for over 100 years.
Yeah, forever.
A dry style of Chenin Blanc is what we grew up with.
Yeah.
My family's always loved it. The Swan Valley's a warm climate, the flavours are generous, but this wine is grown, certified organic, dry farmed in one of the warmest regions of Australia.
Don't know how this happens.
We're crazy while we do it, but the result is a wine that speaks of its place, smells and tastes like the Swan Valley, has this lovely sort of saline quality, beautiful, that sort of white florals, aromatic, bone dry, really versatile food wine. And from 2023, which is a really stellar year in Western Australia.
Wow, you're getting all this stone fruit, apple skin, beautiful.
We often almost get like black currant, which is strange in a white wine, but that sort of crushed oyster shell character.
Which is certainly what you finish with.
Yeah.
And you've got this beautiful texture, that saline oyster shell finish, but before that, and along the palate, just beautiful, restrained, elegant fruit. I mean, I'd defy anyone to taste this wine and place where it's from unless they really can remember the wine.
But hopefully they go, it looks like and tastes like Chenin Blanc.
Yep, that it does, but I'd probably be in the wrong hemisphere.
Yeah, I think so. But we love what all the South Africans are doing with their Chenin as well, and the diversity that it brings. And WA is the home of Chenin Blanc in Australia.
Isn't it just?
And between Margaret River and Swan Valley, we've got a great resource of Chenin Blanc. So
you do. Yeah. That is fabulous. Now, what have we got in the red wine department here?
We've got two wines. We've got our red wine from the Swan Valley, which is a blend, Tempranillo and Malbec, picked and fermented together.
Vintage?
2023 as well.
2023, so this is a Corymbia red blend 2023.
And it's it sort of borrows on the style of wine we grew up with, which is, there's no new oak in this wine, but it's fermented in and aged in big oak vessels. When my grandfather was making wine at Houghton, they didn't use small oak casks, they used concrete, big oak vats. And so the wines were soft, generous, savoury, spicy, beautiful bit of tannin to the wine, just to give it that nice bit of freshness.
And just to give you an idea of the pedigree we're talking about, the grandfather in question is Jack Mann, who invented, amongst other things, Houghton White Burgundy, and also was really like a bit of a flag bearer, standard bearer for the Swan Valley, as indeed you have now become, sir, because these wines have raised expectations of Swan Valley. You've done that in a few years.
Yeah, we hope so. And we've always known how good the Swan Valley wines are, but the rest of the world hasn't, because they haven't really got outside of the Swan Valley.
Well, the truth is, until you started doing this, the standard wasn't quite there. People weren't really fulfilling the potential that you're showing.
Yep.
So that's delicious. It's a medium to full-bodied, textural, savoury, intensely flavoured wine that you can drink now, preferably with food.
Yeah, definitely a food wine.
Or give 3 to 5, 6 years, and it'll soften out beautifully, becomes more luscious and round, and you just sit down and drink it under a tree.
Yeah, and it's just over 13.5% alcohol, so from a warm region, freshness and vibrancy.
And you're using the word warm somewhat advisedly here, Rob.
Yeah, it's a hot region. But we like to say hot is cool.
Yeah, fair enough. And look, you're making it. There's nothing wrong with it, but when people are making wine like this, it honestly doesn't matter.
And this is a wine you haven't seen before.
No.
No one's seen it. This is the first release of our Calgardup vineyard, which is in Margaret River, where my wife and I live. So we're crazy enough to have two vineyards 300 kilometres apart. This is our first Cabernet Franc.
You like driving?
Not really, no. The old Hilux is not the most comfortable car for long travels. But
a Franc?
Yeah, 100% Cabernet Franc from our Calgardup vineyard. So.
And what inspired you to make Cabernet Franc as a straight varietal wine? What's in your head?
So we've always had a little bit of Cabernet Franc, which has always been in my mind a blender to complement Cabernet. And we see this. It's quite a serious Cabernet Franc. It is quite intense. It has a real vibrancy, beautiful perfume, but has some structure and depth to it.
That's like really, really good Loire Cabernet Franc, but with texture and structure.
Yeah.
It's like the added benefit of all that, which means it'll go better with food, it'll sell it better, Oh, and it's not, and the tannins are so, they're crunchy and fine.
Yep.
Very approachable now.
Yep.
But I'd like to see that in fine.
It's a wine.
If there's any.
We couldn't resist bottling, and we made 50 cases of it because we just loved the wine. So
Wow.
it's not something that I thought we'd do, but because it has Cabernet in the name, I could do it.
All right, we better have some of that on the platform. That's
Yeah.
that's delicious.
I know, it's ridiculous. 2023 as well.
Wow.
So
That's good for business.
yeah.
Well done. So this was hanging on the vine less than a year ago.
It was harvested a year ago from today. Yeah.
Incredible. Well done. Great
Thanks.
effort. So, Rob Mann, Corymbia. Well done and thanks.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.